the partnership between Mapua University, Mapua Schools, and Altair. Today marks a significant milestone for Mapua Schools as we proudly announced a strategic partnership with Altair. Altair is a global leader in simulation and data analytics technology. Now, this collaboration demonstrates our unwavering commitment to academic excellence and to providing our students with skills they need to thrive in today's ever-changing technological landscape. The integration of Altair's advanced simulation and data analytics tools into our curriculum is a deliberate move to bridge the gap between academic theory and industry practice. We not only teach our students rigorous academic courses, but also provide them with practical, industry-demanded expertise in artificial intelligence, machine learning, and digital transformation. This collaboration is critical because it enables our students to confidently navigate and succeed in the future job market. Now, our excitement in this partnership stems from the vast opportunities it presents to our students, faculty, and the broader community. As we move forward with Altair, we are laying the groundwork of another revolution in educational practice, this time with innovation, creativity, and practical applications at the forefront. This initiative will undoubtedly shape the next generation of engineers and IT professionals, allowing them to make meaningful contribution to the world. Now, in conjunction with today's announcement, we are also pleased to unveil a comprehensive multi-year implementation plan that will position Mapua University, Mapua Malayan Colleges Laguna, and Mapua Malayan Colleges Mindanao at the forefront of technological education and industry collaboration. Now, this detailed blueprint will perfectly complement our triple threat strategy, aims to produce graduates who are not only academically competent but also highly employable and prepared to meet industry demands. This journey begins with the establishment of a Center of Excellence which will serve as the foundation for the implementation of high-performance computing tools and the distribution of Altair's unlimited enterprise licenses to all our students. The coming years, we will see the introduction of specialized certification programs, increased industry collaborations on AI-driven designs and optimization, and hosting of key conferences that will highlight emerging technologies like IoT embedded systems, real-time data visualization, and digital twin technology. This strategic alliance with Altair is essential to our educational mission, and it is a commitment to redefine the landscape of information technology and engineering, education, and employment, ensuring that our graduates are not only prepared for the future, but also actively shaping it. So your support and active participation is crucial as we embark in this transformative journey. We are very excited about the remarkable accomplishments that our students will achieve as a result of this collaboration. Thank you so much for being here this morning, for being part of this history.
Excited and truly honored to be standing here in this auspicious occasion of the opening ceremony of the Center of Excellence at Mapua. Thank you, President Dorji, for inviting me to be part of this momentous occasion for Mapua. It's Dr. Veyas and your vision, President Dorji, and your leadership, which has allowed us to see this day, and I'm sure you are going to be remembered for a a very long time by the students for what you have given them today. The Center of Excellence obviously is going to cater to the students of Mapua, all the 3 colleges of Mapua, 3 campuses, as you say. And not only for the students, it's also going to help practicing engineers who want to make mid-career change, move into either engineering simulation or data analytics, AI, ML, and so on. And it's also going to help the industries, Yuchenko Group, Ayala Group, and not only them, but beyond. In my opinion, there's going to be a game changer. Right? So what is that we are set to do here as part of this Center of Excellence? So what are the technologies we are giving? We are providing quite a number of cutting-edge technologies. We are providing engineering physics simulations, AI, artificial intelligence, ML, machine learning, data science, platforms, digital twin, high-performance computing, and cloud technologies. To just name a few, there are a number of other things that we are providing as part of this association. And probably for the uninitiated, these jargons, very exotic sounding jargons, might probably not mean much, or they might be wondering, what is all this? How is it going to help me, or help me in my own life, or help my children, or whatever? So just to give you an example, I thought let me touch upon a couple of things. Obviously, we do a number of things. If I have to sit down here and explain what you guys do, it might take a day probably to do justice. But just to give you a feel of what we guys do, the breadth of industry segments that we cut across, and the depth of solution that we have, which will all be now part of this Center of Excellence, and the students are going to get exposed to these cutting edge technologies, and not only just exposed, they will have opportunity to get their hands dirty with this, and also probably be part of some of the industry, real life industry projects. Okay. So let me give you some example. Let's say you are driving your car to an important meeting or for an interesting date, and the car breaks down on the way. Obviously, you wouldn't like that. The worst case scenario, there's an accident, and then somebody loses a limb or a life. That's not a very interesting situation. Have you ever wondered how the automotive engineers make sure that you are safe? At least I would say 99.9999% safe, and how they make the systems of the cars so reliable. Have you ever thought about it? There can be umpteen number of scenarios, while you're driving, there could be another vehicle coming and hitting you from the back. There could be a side impact, a frontal impact, there could be a pole, there could be a barrier, there could be another vehicle, there could be n number of permutations and combinations, there could be a million reasons why there could be an accident and somebody might lose their lives. So, and it's not very easy to make so many number of cars, hundreds of thousands of cars, and go and crash them at different orientations and find out what happens and then go back and redesign it. So apparently they do all these things using engineering simulation, and we guys excel in that space. Okay. So millions and millions of iterations, millions and millions of combinations and permutations are run over multiple days and months, so that you are provided with a safe and reliable car. Okay. So I just quoted one example about the car. So we touch upon your lives in many, many ways. We have done projects. We have also provided software to a toothbrush company, for example, right? So you want the toothbrush to remove the plaque without hurting your gums. So these simulation tools allow you to rightly engineer it, find the right stiffness of the bristles on the toothbrush so that it removes the plaque without hurting your gums. There have been cases like a toothpaste, there are certain toothpaste which have multiple fluids, 2 different colors, for example, red and blue color combining and coming out together. So there was a case where they were not coming out together, one was coming faster than the other, it was not giving a good taste with the customers, and they came to us, and we started optimizing the nozzle sizes and based on the viscosity of these fluids so that they both come out together and you get a good feel of the, this could be so small and silly, but it's so powerful, doing simulation is so very powerful, okay? When you launch a spacecraft, there is no second chance for you. Unlike a ground vehicle, for example, or a product which is used on the ground where you can make a physical prototype and test it on different environmental conditions, you cannot actually create a space environment here. That's going to take humongous amount of resources and cost you quite a bit. So the space engineers use our simulation tools. They use these tools to simulate the conditions in space, which is negative 273 degrees centigrade, and how the systems that are going to be up there are going to perform, how the articulation of the solar panels are going to power the electronics inside the spacecraft. So these are very, very detailed, very in-depth analysis or simulation that are done. They use our software to carry out these simulations and optimize the weight of each and every component that fly, because every kilogram put in the orbit means $20 million you need to spend, because the launching is an expensive affair, right? The rockets are pretty expensive, the fuel is expensive. So there are many, many ways in which we provide, our technologies. So this is only in the engineering side. In the financial space, the risk analytics, the fraud detection. We have tools which are being used by the banks to avoid or to reduce the risks and to avoid frauds in the financial space. Okay. So all I'm trying to do is, we also have IoT, Internet of Things, tools which transmit real-time data, and even before a failure could happen, you would know that this failure is going to happen in the next 2 days or 2 hours or even weeks, so that you have enough time to take corrective measures. Okay. So we have many, many such tools. We have a huge portfolio or an array or breadth of solutions which will be put here in this campus many, many ways. Thank you again. I just want to touch upon, see there, one of them is the simulation of the brain, where the blood flow inside the brain is simulated to find the tumors. Okay, how small or big the tumors are. And you see there the sloshing of a tanker. The same software is used for simulating things like what happens when a charge goes off 100 meters away from the ship. If the hull is going to break into 2 pieces, or it's going to still survive with small little crater into it. The same thing is used for ergonomic studies, for a plane landing on water, for example, how that's going to affect on ice and water. The human ergonomics and all the motion of the human could be the simulation of the neck in time of an accident, for example, how that's going to affect the G loads that are going to come during an accident, how that's going to affect different parts of the body. There are many, many things. This is not an exhaustive list. This is a very partial list, just to give you a feel of the width and the depth that we guys can go. Okay, so that you get a representation of what we guys are talking about, not just in air, but these are all real life problems solved and used by different organizations. And we are in different ways touching your lives without you knowing that yourself. Okay, so with that, I'm going to end this speech. I'm going to again thank our partners ADPI for introducing us to Davao campus, where we happened to meet President Dodgy, and he took it up pretty seriously, and his leadership and vision has made it really fast. He's quite dynamic, but an academician is very dynamic.